Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new, and if you're new, please subscribe. And today, before the year ends, before 2021 ends, we are here again with the top 5 most worth buying Beyblade of 2021, or just most worth buying DB Beyblade. Alright, so for those who are new, these series of videos are intended to help those who are confused on which Beyblades to prioritize in buying, and those who have limited budget. So I'm gonna tell you right now, this is not a top tier list. Alright, it's not gonna be based on how good the Beyblades are. This is going to be based on their price and their availability. Okay, I might do a separate video based on how good they are, but for this video, it's going to be the top 5 most worth buying Beyblade for 2021 for the Dynamite Battle series. Alright, so let's start. Now again, since this is going to be based on their price and availability, I will have to remove the expensive ones. That's right, I don't like it, but it's a must. First two Beyblades that we are going to remove from the list is Cyclone Ragnarok and Roar Bahamut. Now I don't have the orange Cyclone Ragnarok because again it's hard to get. It's a random booster prize bay. So it's this one. This one I was able to get, but I had to buy this as a sure pull. Right? This I had to buy half of the set just to assemble this, just to get all the parts needed to assemble this. So you get an idea on how expensive that is. Alright, half the set to get this, and the price of this is more than half the set just to be sure to get this. So we're not going to include them. Very expensive. Next thing we're going to eliminate is my favorite DB Bay, Astral Spriggan. That's right. If this was a tier list or it's based on their performance, this would probably be in the top 5. But since this is a very expensive Beyblade, because it comes with a set, I'm not gonna show you the parts that's included, but it does come with the S gear. So yeah, had they put this in a solo booster set, this would have ranked really high. But unfortunately, it is expensive, so we're not gonna include this. And the last base that we're going to remove is from the special starter set, the overdrive set, which are these 3. And they came with the launcher, the bearing launcher. I call this bearing launcher because the spin gear has bearing. Don't get me wrong, this is probably the best Beyblade Burst set ever sold. But it's not gonna make it to this list because it is also the most expensive out of all of these bays. Alright, I mean, sure, you get 3 Beyblades and a launcher, but it's expensive. Okay, I'm not gonna include situations where there are sellers who sell them separately. No, we're gonna stick to how they are actually being sold. So yeah, it's expensive. Too bad, we're gonna remove it. Now we're left with these guys. So what do you think is the number 1? Let's start with the top 5. The number 5 most worth buying DB Bay is Savior Valkyrie. And this might come as a shock to you guys because this doesn't perform well. But even so, it's really fun to use, and the Savior layer, the Savior blade, is pretty good for attack. A lot of people just don't like the bound gimmick and it bursts easily and they don't like shot. But the Savior layer is actually pretty good. But that's not the main reason why this is number 5. The main reason is because of the launcher and the V-Gear. V-Gear is probably one of the better gears for Dynamite Belial and Dangerous Belial. So this is the only way you're gonna get that. I actually prefer this launcher compared to the bearing launcher. I just don't like how low the spin gear is positioned. so your Beyblade is kind of sitting too low. For me, this is probably the best DB launcher out there. So the only way to get those two are by getting this set. And again, since this isn't a tier list, this is pretty fun to use. Now, even though it's not that good, if you can actually practice launching this, and if it doesn't self-KO, it's pretty good. Just go check out my battle videos of this. It's actually pretty good as an attack type. The reason why it's not higher in the list is because it's probably the most expensive out of the top 5. So yeah, I'm just saying, if you want the launcher and the V-Gear, this is the only way to get it. And this is a pretty fun Beyblade to use, and again, the layer, and again, the blade is pretty good as well. So that is number 5. And number 4 is Vanish Faenir. It's number 4, guys. It doesn't mean that it's not good. It just means that there are 3 more Beyblades that I think you should prioritize before getting this, but I'm gonna tell you right now, the F gear is probably the best gear for Belial, so this is the only way you can get this. Alright? And Vanish Fafnir is probably my most used DB Babe. Why? This is what I use to test the other combos. This is what I use to battle with other Beyblades, because since it's entirely covered with rubber, it prevents the other Beyblades from getting damaged, and it's actually pretty good. I mean, I don't like how it looks, I don't like the disc, the driver, but as a stock combo, this is probably the best Fafnir that has been ever made. I mean, if you battle this with the other Fafnirs, this would come out on top for sure. So yeah, it is number 4. Now let's move to number 3. And it would have to be Ultimate Valkyrie. That's right. Ultimate Valkyrie is more of, Ultimate Valkyrie probably has the best right spin attack blade. Basically, from 3, 2, and 1, I would recommend you getting 2 of these. Like getting 2 of these, and the second ranked and the first ranked, they're just that worth buying. Now, unfortunately, since this just came out, and it is more of a collector's item because it is the Ultimate Valkyrie Beyblade, this is still priced pretty high. It's almost, actually no, it's more expensive than the Beyblades with the gears. The solo boosters with the gears, it's more expensive than Vanish, it's more expensive than Guilty right now from resellers. Alright, I'm talking about reseller price. Because resellers, they import this and they increase the price so that they can get profit. So yeah, unfortunately, that's why it's at number 3. But it's not just that. The number 2 and the number 1 Beyblade, I just feel like it is just way more worth buying than this. Don't get me wrong, all DB Blades are worth buying. All these top 5 Beyblades are worth buying. We're just ranking them on which you should prioritize. So this is number 3. Number 2. It is none other than Guilty Longinus with the L gear. Man, I was really torn between this and number 1. This could have easily taken the number 1 spot as well. It's just that this is more expensive than the number 1 Beyblade. It comes with the L gear. The L gear is an okay gear. The only problem with this is, in order for you to use it, Belial has to be in high mode. So yeah, a lot of people don't like that, but it's an okay gear. I just prefer the V gear and the F gear over it. But when we talk about just the Beyblade, another downside is the metal lock driver, which is kind of bummer, but I am using it. I am careful with it. So far, it hasn't seen any breakage from the teeth. And overall, this is just a beast of a Beyblade. Probably the best Longinus, probably the best left spin attack Beyblade right now. I mean, there's metal, it has life after death, the disc is okay, the shape of this is so menacing. Again, I'm telling you, this could have ranked number 1 had it not been more expensive, had it not had a metal lock driver. But yeah, it is number 2, guys. It is number 2. That is high. Alright, don't get me wrong. It is high. Now, the number one most worth buying Beyblade is... Yep, Greatest Raphael. Now, just to give you a comparison on the pricing, alright? In Superking, they released 10 boosters that has the same price like this. Alright? 10 boosters. In DB base, in Dynamite Battle, they only released 3, which is Dynamite Belial, who unfortunately did not make it to the top list, because I just feel like these 5 are more worth buying. It's probably going to be ranked 6. And the other one is Ultimate Valkyrie. So they only released 3 Beyblades that are cheap. Supposedly cheap, alright? Right now this isn't cheap yet. The price on this hasn't decreased yet. So yeah, this is the number 1 most worth buying DB Beyblade. It probably has the best Dynamite Battle released driver. The high extent plus dash. It has the heaviest disc. I don't really like Greatest Raphael. I don't like bays that are permanent high mode. I don't like high mode, and I don't like the design. I just don't like the Beyblade. But there is no doubt that it is actually pretty good. It is one of the stock combos that is actually performing pretty well. That is cheap. That's the most important thing. It performs well. It's cheap. It's easy to get. Alright? Compared to the other bays that are not in the list. And again, high extent plus dash, guys. This is the only way to get it. And over. So yeah, definitely the most worth buying Beyblade. If you don't believe me, just go check my battle videos. You'll see how these guys perform, against other Beyblades. So yeah. So that's it for this video. I hope I was able to help you prioritize on which Beyblades to buy first if you have a limited budget. Again, guys, this is for those who are confused on which to prioritize to buy. Those who have limited budget, if you have the money, just go buy whatever Beyblade that you want. There's no problem, alright? There's no problem. But for those who have limited budget and who are confused which to buy, this is the top 5 that you should prioritize. This right here. This top 5 right here. Alright? So that's it for the video. Thank you for watching. Bye. Happy New Year.